All right, let's just dive right in. There's this story we're all told about entrepreneurship, that to succeed, you have to grind yourself into dust. Well, today, we're going to tear that whole idea down. We're going to explore a completely different path, one where working smarter, not harder, is the actual secret to winning.
I know, lazy is practically a bad word in the business world, right? But hold on, this isn't about being a slacker. Think of this as the very first step in a total mindset shift. This is all about being strategically lazy and just flat out refusing to waste a single drop of energy on things that don't actually move the needle. So yeah, let's redefine this thing. According to the source material we're looking at, being lazy isn't a flaw at all. In fact, when you apply it the right way, it becomes this incredibly powerful strategic advantage for any entrepreneur. This is what we're talking about when we say strategic laziness. It's an active choice. It's about being absolutely ruthless with your time, focusing only on the high-impact stuff and then automating or delegating literally everything else. This is about maximum efficiency, not about apathy. Okay, first things first, we have to talk about the enemy here, hustle culture. You know, that grind harder philosophy that's just everywhere. But the source material is really clear on this. This whole approach isn't just inefficient, it is fundamentally broken.
And yeah, the source really doesn't pull any punches. This idea that you have to sacrifice everything, work 100-hour weeks, it's a story told by people who just haven't figured out a better way. The truth is, the most successful entrepreneurs, they aren't the hardest workers, they're the smartest workers. Let's look at the actual numbers here because they tell the story. The grinder works 3 times as many hours for basically the same income. Just let that sink in. The lazy entrepreneur has built systems that free up 40 hours every single week. That's time they can use to live, to think, or to scale their income even more. So the real question isn't who earns more, but who is genuinely wealthier in time and in freedom. And you know, the cost of the hustle isn't just about time. It's the burnout that just crushes your passion. It's the exhaustion that leads to terrible decisions. It's having a schedule so jammed with busy work that you completely miss the big, game-changing opportunities. Because when you're already at capacity, you can't scale. You're just stuck. Okay, so if hustle culture is the problem, what's the solution? Well, it all starts with a big mindset shift, one that's built on 4 core principles that will completely change how you think about your work and your business. So here it is, the new playbook. First, efficiency over effort. It's all about results, not the hours you put in. Second, systems over heroics. You've got to build processes so that you aren't the bottleneck in your own business. Third, leverage over labor. Use tools, especially AI, to multiply your impact. And finally, and this is the most important one, freedom over hustle. It's all about building a business that actually serves your life, not the other way around.
Look, a new mindset is great, but you need the right tools to actually make it happen. So let's get practical. Let's look at the tech that really powers this entire philosophy of strategic laziness. Here's what the ecosystem looks like. It's a blend of your standard automation tools, some smart delegation, and really solid internal processes. But notice that game changer right in the middle, an AI autonomous agent. This is what's designed to handle the high-level strategic and creative work. Seriously, think of these new AI agents less like tools and more like strategic partners. Their real power is that they go way beyond simple automation. We're talking about handling complex, thought-intensive work, like drafting an entire marketing strategy or writing a whole series of articles. This frees you up for the critical work that, only a human can do. All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually get started? Well, the source lays out a really clear, actionable plan to start transforming your workday in just 1 month. And what's great is how simple this is. Week 1, you just observe. No judgment, just track where your time is going. Week 2, you look at that data and you find the low-hanging fruit, those tasks that are just eating up your time. Week 3 is the big one. You actually delegate 3 to 5 of those tasks. And then in week 4, you just refine the process. See, it's not about some massive overnight change. It's about starting small and building that momentum. And this is the prize. The whole goal isn't to stop working. It's to condense your work into 4 to 6 hours of focused, high-impact activity every day. And the rest of the time? Well, that's yours. To think, to rest, to actually live. And at the end of the day, that really is the dream, isn't it? It's not about escaping work. It's about designing a business that fuels an amazing life, instead of demanding you sacrifice your life for the business. That's the powerful promise of being a strategically lazy entrepreneur. So let's end with this. This isn't just some theory. It's a plan you can act on. Right now, thinking about how you spend your time, what is that one repetitive, time-sucking task you could offload this week to get just 1 hour back? Because that's where this whole thing begins.